Do you currently own or operate a senior living company with multiple locations? Are you marketing your communities online but not getting the results you need? Do you often feel that the online leads you're generating are bad or unqualified and rarely result in a new resident actually moving in? Or are you simply sick of relying on third party referral sites, like A Place for Mom, and want to take control of your online leads? If so, you're not alone. Welcome. I'm Bob from NextWave. We help senior living communities implement a proven system to successfully engage with digital leads and fill their tour calendars with qualified senior living prospects. Our Lead to Tour program creates a repeatable sales process for digital leads and puts a scalable system in place for nurturing prospects over time and converting them into on-site tours. The LTT system removes the time-consuming burden of responding, qualifying, and continually following up with online leads throughout the lengthy senior living sales cycle. And as a result, your staff's time will only be spent on high-value tasks such as giving actual on-site tours and speaking directly with qualified prospects. My business partner Alan and I are co-owners of NextWave. Alan has an extensive background in digital marketing, most recently working at a Boston-based agency focused in healthcare. And I worked as a sales manager at IBM, helping to launch a digital sales initiative for their analytics group. We made the decision to join forces and start NextWave, so that we can use our experience to help clients in the growing industry of senior housing. Since launching, we made it our business to learn as much as we could about the senior living industry. During our first year of business, we wanted to figure out how we could make the biggest impact. We interviewed senior living professionals and read every industry report we could find. Issues such as lead generation, improving ROI continued to come up as the most common marketing challenges. During our first year in business, we worked really hard helping senior living clients get more leads. We helped clients drive more website traffic, increase their lead conversion by building new landing pages, created content offers, and basically anything we thought would get their sales staff more leads. And at the end of the day, it worked. Over time, our clients started getting more digital leads than ever before. To help move along the sales process, we then created lead nurturing programs to help qualify the leads. We set up automated email alerts to notify our clients when a prospect requested a tour. New leads were coming in and we were excited to be making a difference. However, when it came time to report on how many of those leads became tours and ultimately move-ins, something strange happened. Nothing really changed. We heard very little feedback from sales about the leads, and if we did, the common response was that the digital leads were bad or just hard to get in touch with. And if a member of the sales staff did get in touch, they rarely resulted in a move-in. As you can imagine, this was kind of a bummer and somewhat surprising. We knew that many of the digital leads had been nurtured and should be qualified based on the forms they submitted on the website. It couldn't be that all the digital leads we helped generate were bad. We decided to investigate a bit more and see what was happening. After a lot of digging, we found that the problem was simple. Communities were not following up with the leads we'd been sending. And if they did reach out, they typically only make one attempt before calling it quits. Wow, right? How could this be? Needless to say, we were frustrated and a bit confused. We had spent all this time helping clients generate leads, but only a very small percentage were actually ever even responded to, let alone followed up with multiple times. It turns out to be a multifaceted problem that actually is not the fault of the sales staff. We'll explain why in a moment, but bottom line, it led us to realize something very important. What we found is that despite how many new leads we generated, it wasn't until we helped communities improve their sales process for digital leads that we could finally make an impact. We came to find that effective follow-up, especially with digital leads, was the area that was significantly lacking and the area that we felt we could make the most impact. And really was the main reason that senior living companies aren't seeing the results they want from their efforts online. So, why exactly is this the case? First is the response time. Less than 20% of senior living companies are following up with new leads within 30 minutes. Studies show that the rate of successfully contacting a new lead drops by 100 times after the first 30 minutes. It's no wonder the sales staff said they can't get in touch with digital leads when they try and reach out. They simply aren't responding quickly enough. Second is follow-up. It turns out that most new leads are in fact qualified, but are just not ready to engage at the exact moment they are contacted. This is especially true in senior living, where the average sales cycle is about 180 days. Senior living prospects need time, information, and multiple touches before they're ready to engage and talk about their situation. We also found that the average digital lead in the senior living industry was followed up with only once, when it had been proven that the majority, more than 50%, of sales happen after the fifth touch in a typical sales cycle. With just one touch instead of a minimum of 5, it's absolutely no wonder more digital leads didn't result in move-ins for these communities. In summary, the first and most important touch needs to happen within the first 30 minutes, and really, preferably the first 5. Over 50% of newly created leads are qualified, just not ready yet, and the average senior living lead is responded to only once when 5 or more touches or attempts is needed to finally make contact with that lead. By simply responding within 30 minutes to each new lead, and if contact is not made, making 5 to 12 touches or attempts, your digital sales process will be better than 95% of senior living companies in the industry. Although these questions and statistics are meant to highlight some pain points in your sales process, we want to make it clear that we do not place blame on the sales directors at each community. The problem comes back to time and resources. With very limited time and lack of access to new software tools that makes the follow-up process both easy and manageable, it makes sense that sales directors only spend time on tasks that have a higher likelihood of resulting in a relatively quick move-in. Prospects that aren't looking to move in within days and require multiple touches over a period of time do not help these sales counselors hit their sales goals in the short term. It only makes sense that they would spend time with prospects they deem to be more move-in ready and let a digital lead fall by the wayside. Traditional senior living sales tasks include things like contracts and reporting, community events, other phone calls and follow-up, CRM administration, handling professional referrals, as well as many other activities. Also, we found that there are usually only 1 or 2 sales directors at each location. When you add up all these responsibilities and hats that these sales counselors wear, and then add sitting in front of their computer and responding to every digital form submission that comes through their inbox, it's no wonder digital opportunities frequently fall through the cracks and rarely even get entered into a CRM for more follow-up. Bottom line, senior living salespeople are spread way too thin. Our Lead to Tour program assists your staff by taking digital lead management and ongoing follow-up off their plate. It allows them time to focus on their core responsibilities while simultaneously providing a faster, more reliable, and more consistent experience for your digital leads and your prospects, and hopefully, your soon-to-be residents. It ensures that each digital lead is responded to within 5 minutes and gets 5 to 12 touches or attempts required to successfully make contact. At the end of the day, it drives bottom-line results for your business by converting these neglected digital leads into real, live people touring your community and meeting in person with your sales staff. Our program consists of 3 parts. We collect all your digital leads in one place, web forms, PPC leads, etc. We enroll those digital leads into our 12-touch lead-to-tour follow-up system, and then we book tours for your sales directors on a shared tour calendar. We have helped operators with multiple communities implement this proven system and have seen success in booking tours, reducing move-in time, and a place for mom spend. It's easy to get started. First, we schedule a short call to see if our system fits your situation and goals. We then get on a longer call to go into more detail about the program strategy and pricing. And lastly, we send and review a program proposal, and the decision is yours from there. If you would like to see how the Lead to Tour system can help turn digital leads into tours of your community, click the button to schedule a call and see if you qualify.